What's happening, guys? I'm getting a bit hot in this dressing gown, I ain't gonna lie. But we're here for the match preview of Arsenal versus Aston Villa at the Emirates Stadium. Tomorrow night kickoff, 8:15. Is it revenge or repeat? Both teams are on form in their respective ways. Arsenal, I think if we win tomorrow, that'll be 12 unbeaten at the Emirates or something like that. And then for Villa, that'll be their 12th straight win overall if they're to win tomorrow night. So it's a huge clash. Looking at that, it's probably got draw written all over it. But I've got my, predictions for this game. I hope you talk about all the Emery cocksucking we've been seeing. It's unbelievable. I know he has a better CV than Arteta, but people doing too much. I'll get onto that because people are shilling a little bit too much. The amount of shilling for Emery, even though he's yet to win a trophy in England.
Oh, that's classy. Oh, I can't, but this is going too far.
Some of the stuff that...
But big up to Warren, big up to Rod. We're going to get on with this match preview, revenge or repeat. Because obviously, we all know what happened the last time out when we played Aston Villa at Villa Park. We lost 2-1. Yeah. Lost 2-1 in a game that we just didn't turn up. It was just didn't turn up. Like Villa looked more the side that was trying to fight for the league title than we did. Now people will turn around and say, "Oh, but Man City lost there as well, mate." I don't care. I don't want to hear this. Oh, well, they beat Man City, mate, so it ain't going to be an easy game. We're supposed to be fighting for a league title, fam. You know what I mean? How many times have we seen Arsenal fail to win a game that the team that went on to win the league did win? How many times? In fact, I'm going to take this dressing gown off because I'm getting a bit too hot. So I'll hit you with a commercial break.
To achieve what we want, but...
I know we can't keep you long, so I'll be enthusiastic about what's to come and what the potential of this club is with the work you're doing.
Yeah, more than ever, because I see them daily. I see how hungry they are, the quality, the talent, but most importantly, the connection that we have within the club and how much we are willing to do whatever it takes to win for this football club.
Stop the cap.
And obviously, all the people that support our football club. So it's coming. Be a little bit patient, and I promise we will do all our best.
What?
It's coming. Be a little bit patient, and I promise we will do all our best.
Say it again.
It's coming. Be a little bit patient, and I promise we will do all our best.
Say it again. I double dare you, motherfucker.
It's coming. Be a little bit patient, and I promise we will do all our best.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt.
It's coming. Be a little bit patient.
Right, I'm back. So, yeah, all this talk about, well, Aston Villa have beaten Man City, so it's not an easy game. Villa have lost there as well, mate. I feel like I'm ahead of the curve here. I feel, I'm not the one with the most ball knowledge that you'll ever hear. But I damn sure make sense when I'm talking, yeah? How many times have we lost to a team that did beat other teams, but the team that were champions still beat them? It happened many times. The champions got the team that ends up being champions. For example, when you look at what Villa did, yeah, we've seen stuff like this over the years, and we've seen them go to a team that and they didn't beat that team, and that team, usually Man City, went on to win the league. But teams like Arsenal, Man United, or whoever lost that team's ground. We see it all the time. All this, well, City also lost to Villa. I don't care. I don't care. City have come off the back of their fall off from last season. Yeah. These last two titles supposed to be us. We need to be seeing these out. But let's get into the match preview. And then, yeah, we need to talk about the shilling of Unai
I've
Emery.
seen him do it.
So let me just load up what I usually go on and just get into this match preview. Well, yeah, tomorrow night, if Villa beat us tomorrow, if Villa come to the Emirates and beat us and complete the double over us, I can't put it past anybody that tips them as favourites for the league. Because us being us, if it's us in second chasing Villa, Villa will get over the line. That's the thing. If it's Man City, then they're not. But with us, looking at last season, Slot just walked in and won the league title. Like I said, if that can happen, anybody can win the league as long as we're the ones that's the next of kin for the league. Anyways, two sides that are very top of the Premier League clash. Two sides at the very top of the Premier League clash at the Emirates Stadium. As Arsenal look to put distance between themselves and chasing pack, which includes recent serial winners Aston Villa. Well, can you call them serial winners? That won a trophy since 1996. You know what I mean? Let's not do that now. Let's keep the energy for them that you always have for us. Yeah? Let's not call Aston Villa serial winners like that. Put that kind of title on them, making them sound like they actually win silverware. Come on now. After producing a hard-fought 2-1 home victory over Brighton at the weekend, Arsenal enter this last Premier League match day sat top of the pile as they chase down a first league title since 2003-04. I'm sick of reading first league title since 2004. It's annoying. How many seasons am I going to go on reading that first league title since 2004? Ooh, Arsenal, of course, try and win first league title since 2004. You know what I mean? It just seems like infinite steps. You know what I mean? Any of us played Super Mario 64. You know when you didn't have enough stars to get up the steps to get to Bowser? Yeah? You needed about 75 stars. So in the meantime, if you try to go up the steps, it's just infinite. That's us. That Brighton success extended their near-perfect home record this term, winning 8 of their 9 on home soil in the top flight, drawing 1. As they next look to win their final league game of the calendar year for the 5th time across their last 6 attempts, losing 1. A wayward recent head-to-head record could spell trouble ahead though, especially as former boss Unai Emery, the Jock Stewart-looking ass, remains unbeaten across his 2 away Premier League meetings with the Gunners, winning 1, drawing 1. Perhaps unappreciated by Arsenal fans during his reign at the club, the Spanish manager has since gone on to work wonders with Aston Villa, who head to North London, sat just 3 points behind their opponents. Last time out, it was Chelsea who fell victims to the villains as they made it 8 consecutive top flight victories for the first time since December 1910. Jesus. Even after falling behind on the score sheet again, thanks to their fantastic never say die attitude, Villa have already gained 18 points from losing positions in the Premier League this term. Yeah. If only we gained 18 points from our losing positions last season. In the Premier League this term, a league high tally by a sizable margin, and already put 3 such points shy of their own record and competition campaign of 21 in 1993-94, even though it's still only December. So the head-to-head victory, Aston Villa have won 3 of the last 5 head-to-heads, drawing 1 and losing 1, as many victories across their prior 13 league meetings with Arsenal combined, losing 10. So yeah, Arsenal scored both halves of the 6 of their 9 home Premier League games this season, conceded 2.94 corners on average this season. Arsenal have a league low tally. Aston Villa have won their last 5 league games against sides from London, scoring 2+ goals in each. Aston Villa have conceded a joint league high 6 Premier League goals in the opening 15 minutes. So, the usual suspects will not play: Ben White, Mosquera, Havertz, Dalman. Questionable is Timber and Calafiori. But I think Timber might be back for this game. I think he'll be back for this game. So Aston Villa and Arsenal won 5 of the last 5 games in all competitions for Arsenal anyway. I think for Villa as well, actually, because they're in Europa League, aren't they? Obviously, we're top of the league. 3 points ahead of Aston Villa. I can't remember if City played before us, actually. I can't remember. But yeah, hold on. Oh, the head-to-head things there. So obviously the last time we played Villa, we lost 2-1. Before that, we drew 2-2 at the Emirates after being 2-0 up on my frigging birthday. Before that, we beat them 2-0 at Villa Park at the start of the 2024-5 season. Before that, Aston Villa beat us 2-0 at the Emirates. You know, the game where this manager decided, let me throw Kai Havertz back in midfield. You know what I mean? Imagine if Gyökeres goes on a scoring spree and he benches him for a crucial game in April. That's something very Arteta-like. Yeah. And then before that, Aston Villa beat us 1-0 at Villa Park. So the last time we've beaten Aston Villa at the Emirates was in 2022, 31st of August 2022, when we beat them 2-1. And I think, was it Gerrard that was a manager at the time? I think it was Gerrard that was a manager. Yeah, it was, Steven Gerrard was a manager at that point. That's the last time we've beaten him at the Emirates. Now Villa have turned into a right team now that we just can't get one over. Well, my score prediction for this game is Arsenal 0, Aston Villa 1. I still don't think we'll beat him. Unfortunately, I hope I'm wrong. Yeah, I hope I'm wrong, but I'm basing that off how we've been playing recently, and I just can't see it getting better against Villa. Literally, if we were playing, if it was Champions League tomorrow night, and we're playing Barcelona, I tip us to win it. Like that game, I tip us to win that game. But against Villa at home, in the Premier League, the way we played against Wolves, Everton, Brighton, Palace, I'm struggling. I'm struggling here. Arsenal versus Villa repeat. You're hoping for a repeat. That's what it is. Rice has to play midfield to deal with Rodgers. Well, I think Timber's going to be back anyway. So if he's back, Rice is going to be in midfield. Which, you know, for that this game, like we need our best out there. My starting 11 for this game, obviously Ryan goal, Timber on the right, Saliba and Capier. No, Saliba, Gabriel. Well, Gabriel's gonna be back. We're gonna be back starting playing full 90 minutes. You know how it is. But Saliba, Gabriel, and then if Calafiori is back fully fit, then obviously him on the left. Otherwise, I'll play Hincapié on the at left back in this game. To be fair, assuming that Gabriel's going to start, which most likely he will. And then the midfield, me personally, I'd rather Norgard in the 6, and then Rice, and then Eze. Odegaard plays shit against Villa all the time anyway. But we know it's not going to go like that. And then Gyökeres, I'd rather start Madueke on the right, in all fairness. But we know Saka's going to start. And then on the left, I think I'd start Trossard and bring Martinelli on as a super sub for this game. But I know what Arteta's going to go with. He's going to go with the same backline I just selected, but the midfield is going to be Zumbabende, Rice, and Odegaard. And the front three is going to be Saka, Gyökeres, and either Trossard or Martinelli. That's going to be the front three. You know what I mean? Eze is not going to get a sniff, barely. Madueke is barely going to get a sniff. You know what I mean? Like, does this guy think, well, if I can keep Madueke for the Champions League games and Cup games, and same with Eze, does he really think it's going to go down like that? Does he really think that that's how he's going to play it? So Odegaard can see 90 minutes every single game. Saka can see 90 minutes every single game. But then when the cups come around, that's when Eze and Madueke can come in. That's where you'll rotate. Don't work like that. I mean, Villa has the momentum for sure, but we've only dropped points to City at home this season. It's true, but it's, we're facing a Villa side we already lost. We play disgusting. We don't pass to Gyökeres, and when we do, it'll be some goofy pass where he's being wrestled. Even though against Brighton, I was starting to see signs that, Gyökeres might be breaking through soon. And I do think it's going to happen. I personally think the second half of the season is going to be a bit like the 2024 season when we start blitzing and it clicks. Like, I think Gyökeres, the way we're playing, I think it's going to click at some point. That doesn't mean we're going to win the league necessarily. I hope it does, but I've got a feeling it's going to, we're going to start slapping teams and he's going to start getting in on the goals. That's personally what I think. But like I said, my biggest worry is this manager. We're definitely dropping points sooner or later the way we're going. I'm not confident for this either, but it would also be us to go win this, prove a point to get everyone giddy again, but not build on it. Yeah, with the form that Villa in, it's very Arsenal to just beat them like that. But just the way we've been playing recently, we need to play like a Leeds United again to get that feeling back. Slap a team 5-0. We need that, and we ain't gonna get it here. I'm predicting 1-1. Hope I'm wrong. Man, I'm worried. I'm not gonna lie. And the thing is, we're worried about Aston Villa here. The spicy Leeds United, I call them. We're worried about Aston Villa. You know what I mean? 10 years ago, we slapped them 4-0 in the FA Cup final to retain it. Now, 10 years later, over 10 years later, we're worried about them. You know what I mean? We're worried about a spicy Leeds United. It's insane. UTV. Yeah, there's a Villa fan in here. You know what I mean? We're worried about Aston Villa. Madness. Do I think Villa are going to carry this on? Not entirely, because, Europa League's Unai Emery's specialty, yeah? And they're going to go deep in that competition. And to be in a title race and Europa League, fam, good luck with that. Good luck with that, Aston Villa. Being in a title race and you've got Europa League, good luck with that. You know what I mean? Good luck with that. I still don't think Villa will get top 4, in all fairness. But if they win this game, I won't put it past people putting them in the mix for the title. And like I said, if Villa can keep being on our tail like this, whether it's level on points or whatever, and City drop some points and it looks like it should be us free run for the title, yeah, Villa will probably win it. Based off that, they'll probably win it. Otherwise, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting when the Europa League comes back around. I'm telling you, Villa fans. I'm telling you, when Europa League comes back around, because Unai Emery is a specialty in that. I'm telling you. Good luck with the title charge and the Europa League charge. You know what I mean? I've started despising Villa. Mikel has to put this ghost to bed. I've started despising Villa since Emery took over. Can't stand Villa from time. To be honest, I've never had anything against Villa or anything like that. But in recent times, like when we've been in these title races, and I've seen the way fans of all these other clubs are, how everyone comes together when it comes to Arsenal failure, that's when I'm like, yeah, fuck everybody. Fuck all these clubs. Fuck them all. Wolves, fuck them. Everyone, fuck them. That's where I am now. I don't like none of y'all. You know what I mean? I mean, I can't stand West Ham as it is anyway. And, you know, I can't wait to see them in the Championship. But it's still fuck everybody. You know what I mean? Because I know how it is. You got, let's not forget, you had Villa fans outside Villa Park chanting to AFTV, second again, ole, ole. Meanwhile, when the Premier League era began under the name Premier League, they were the first club to finish second, and they were like hot topic back then to try and win the league, and they finished second. Never saw that again, though, did they? Never saw second place on none of that again, did they? Never saw a strong title charge again, did they? You know what I mean? I haven't won a trophy since 1996. You know what I mean? Even Birmingham have won some more recent than you, man. You know what I mean? That's your arch nemesis. You know what I mean? At our expense, unfortunately. Now, yeah, Emery's that bitter ex. He's that bitter ex. You know what I mean? How about be bitter? Well, to be fair, he did beat Chelsea, but I'm gonna say, how about be bitter towards Chelsea? They're the ones that slapped you 4-1, yeah, while you were managing us. You know what I mean? Man must hold grudges. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe some people think it was a bit sacking him was a bit premature, or whatever, and whatever. It is what it is. But fam, you haven't shown anything since in England anyway. Obviously, he won the Europa League with Villarreal since, so it's shown that I can win the Europa League everywhere but Arsenal. But what are you doing at Villa though? Let's not forget he fell flat on his face into top 4 in 2024 because Spurs didn't want Arsenal to win the league. They didn't want to beat Man City. That got Villa into top 4 because Villa didn't win a game. The last 5 games that season or something like that, they didn't win any of them. And Palace slapped them 5-0. But yet, people are sucking off Unai Emery, and you're still doing it. What phase is Unai Emery in? Well, he's doing no different than Arteta right now, apart from he's not finishing second. He ain't getting Villa to a cup final. None of that. Like all these men say, oh, Emery would win league by now, mate. Would he? You know what I mean? Correct me if I'm wrong, but domestically, in the league that he's been in, domestically, it was only PSG he succeeded with. When he won the league, I think he won their cups as well. Yeah. Otherwise, he hasn't done anything domestically. He's just a Europa League specialist. Yeah. But in England, so far, Europa League runner-up with Arsenal, and he's yet to do anything with Villa. These men make out that he's won Villa some trophies. You know what I mean? Man are forgetting. Villa got to a EFL Cup final in 2021, I think it was. Oh no, 2020 against Man City. It was that, what's his name, Craig Summit. You know, who took Aston Villa back up to the Premier League. He got him to a cup final. Unai Emery didn't. Y'all make, you see, I don't get it, right? I don't get it. It wasn't acceptable, and it's not. And it wasn't acceptable. What Emery's doing right now, it ain't acceptable that Arteta's doing it. Yeah? We don't accept just top 4 charges and no trophies. We don't accept that. But Unai Emery's doing somewhat similar, if that. And he's getting sucked off because, well, if he manages a better club, mate. How about the players that he's got now, how about do something with that? Oh, if Unai Emery had better players, what? So Aston Villa players are shit. I could think of managers that could win that squad summer. He ain't even in the EFL Cup. You know what I mean? It's all good saying Emery would do this if he was at Arsenal. Yeah. But I'm sorry, if Unai Emery was doing what Arteta was doing, back-to-back EFL Cup semi-finals, a Champions League semi-final, and finishing second, y'all would suck him off. Yeah? Y'all would suck him off. Y'all be stroke game, spraying all over the face and everything.
Oh, that's classy. Oh, I can't, but this is going too far.
Some of the stuff that
If Unai Emery gets Villa to Europa League semi-final and misses out and he finishes third, yeah, the Unai Emery shillers will be out in force talking about, oh, Unai Emery, mate. That's what they'll be doing. And then you'll be talking like, oh, if Unai Emery was at Arsenal, mate. Fam, he was at Arsenal. He got us to Europa League final. We got slapped. That's the heaviest in our lifetime we've been beat in a cup final. You know what I mean? Next to Man City beating us 3-0 in the EFL Cup final in Wenger's last season. You know what I mean? In our lifetime, when have we conceded 4 goals in a cup final, man? Now, I never blamed, like I said, I never blamed Unai Emery for that. The players bottled it. The players bottled it. You know what I mean? The players did bottle it. I wasn't Emery out because of the Europa League loss. You know what I mean? But I started to see things where I thought, nah, get this guy out. You know what I mean? Because he wasn't playing certain players like Pepe. You know, it was the games that he should start, he wasn't starting. He was playing Torreira out of position. He was doing all that goofiness, and I thought, fam, I don't have time for that. You know what I mean? We're better than this. And then he went to Villa, and I saw the same things. He was winning and losing games that he was at Arsenal at that time. And then I saw how it was 2022-23. I can't remember where he had him finished. And then the season after, he stumbled into top 4 because Spurs didn't want it. You know what I mean? Because they couldn't win any games that would have got him into the top 4. This is what people are forgetting. Nobody's talking about this. I swear I'm the only person talking about this. He didn't win a single game that would seal top 4 during that April, May 2024. He didn't win a single game, which means he'd have bottled top 4 just like he did at Arsenal. But because Spurs didn't want to beat Man City, they thought, let me forego top 4 because I don't want Arsenal to win the league. Because Spurs knew that they have a good record against Man City, and they knew that they would most likely beat him otherwise. Yeah? Where did Villa finish the season after? In fact, let me check this shit. Where did Villa finish last season? Let me have a look. You shillers, man. Oh, I can't. No, I'm gonna go on my phone. Because on Flashscore on there, I can't look at like the table that shows like your previous league title winners and all that shit. I know you're on here. Right. Last season, Villa finished 6th. 66 points. So they got top 4 the season before. In fact, let me just go 2024. They finished 4th. Stumbled away in it. Then they finished. They went 2 places back the season after. No cups. But yeah, Unai Emery would win the league title with Arsenal. You know what I mean? So when he was winning Europa League for Sevilla, why was there no league title in there then? Where's the European finals for Villa? Y'all need to stop sucking him off. Y'all need to wake up, smell the coffee, yeah? If Emery gets over the line this season with a cup or maybe even the league, yeah, then you lot can come out and say, you know what? Told you Emery would have done this and done that and blah blah blah. But if Emery wins nothing again, then what? They're out of the EFL Cup. In fact, who knocked them out? Who knocked these men out of the EFL Cup? I'm sure it was like Brentford or something. I think it was Brentford, wasn't it? Yeah, Brentford on penalties on the 16th of September. So that's one domestic trophy he's 100% not going to win. And the FA Cup, who they got in the FA Cup now? Tottenham away. We've got Tottenham away in the FA Cup. Okay. I think they didn't they have. I'm sure Villa had Tottenham last season in the FA Cup as well, and Villa knocked them out. Yeah, they did, and Villa knocked them out because Villa did get to Wembley last season, but they got smoked by Palace in the semi-final. They got schooled by Crystal Palace, and y'all still sucking him off. Y'all are sounding like Arteta-ins right now. You know what I mean? Y'all are sounding like these Arteta-ins because the Arteta-ins can just turn around and say, well, Arteta's got us doing X, Y, and Z. And he's a rookie. Unai Emery is experienced. But, I mean, Unai Emery got Villa to Wembley, at least. In a semi-final. But then again, you know, it's not the same as getting them to a final, even though it's played at the same venue. But yeah, y'all need to stop sucking him off. The shillings for Emery is something else. The way everyone was so desperately comes together to stop Arsenal is actually so cringe it needs studying. Even United and Liverpool fans getting together. They do. You got Liverpool fans on X begging Man City to win the league. I quote tweet them all the time because when I'm saying shit, I can prove what I'm saying. Liverpool fans, you even got Chelsea fans. There was one Chelsea fan. In fact, let me go on my X. Yeah. Let me go on it, man. What's this? Right. Oh, it's replies in it. On replies. Because honestly, it's a sickness. It's an absolute sickness. And I've noticed that Arsenal fans now, a lot of them are talking about how Arteta's lack of rotation. They're finally catching up, aren't they? There was a Chelsea fan that said he basically put Villa. No, you had a City fans talking about we legit have 3 times their Premier League titles. I'm sure it was a City fan that said that. Yeah, it was because I replied, "You have 10 league titles, we have 13. Don't do the whole name thing unless football started in 1992 for you." You know, you got these cringe ass fans on here, man. Oh yeah, this CJ guy on X. This guy needs serious help. Let me just show you. Share screen. Not that one. That one. This guy on X, he needs help. Seriously, he needs help. He spends a lot of his time. See? Didn't have to scroll far, did I? Chelsea went the entire 2019 Europa League unbeaten and dismantled Arsenal 4-1. Save this for anytime Arsenal fan talks about their gold Premier League trophy. Bring out your gold Europa League, mate. So Europa League, you see how important Europa League is to the fuck off. You see how important the Europa League is now. But if we'd have won that, it would have been the shittest trophy on earth. Because they've already tried to down talk the Golden Premier League trophy. So winning Europa League now, it's official. Winning Europa League is better than winning the Premier League now when you look at this. See? Not got off to a good start, have we? It's a so-called Chelsea fan, but spends a large chunk of his time. Arsenal is playing Aston Villa next. Laughing face. I'm alive. And he retweeted that. Is the way do you know that Chelsea were ordered the Golden Europa League for going unbeaten in the competition before winning it in 2013? They never tell you that. Maybe because they don't care. You know what I mean? Maybe they don't care. You know what I mean? Maybe because they don't care. You know what I mean? But there was one tweet that this account put. Can't be able to find it right now. But there was one tweet that account put where they basically put Villa ahead of them. Talk about Villa being the title race and blah, 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 as long as Arsenal don't win it. And it's like, well, okay, so what about you guys then? And this is before Chelsea played Villa. You know what I mean? I'm a villain. I love the havoc we're bringing. The Emirates will be quiet tomorrow. You lot will be nervous as hell. Probably, but we'll both end up with the same amount of trophies at the end of the season. So, you know, it's just vibes for you, man. 996 and still waiting. You know what I mean? 996 and still waiting. You know what I mean? The most you can go back to is parading the Champions League trophy in the tunnel in the stadium. You know what I mean? But then we're cringe if we put a gold Premier League trophy in our tunnel. We'd be cringe if we did that. You know what I mean? Bare short memories. People saying Nemo would have type by now for his bats. Exactly. Arsenal are full-time bottlers. Come on, you're a Villa fan talking about bottling. Come on now. Let's not do this. Okay then. We're gonna have to do it, aren't we? We'll have to do it. Oh no, I can't do it on here. I can't do it on here. Can I do it from my phone? Well, I can quickly show the, But come on now. 996 last time you man won a trophy. Since then, you were EFL Cup runners-up in 2000. No, you were FA Cup runners-up to Chelsea in 2000. You were EFL Cup runners-up to Man United in 2010. And then Birmingham, your arch nemesis, unfortunately beat us to then win the trophy. That was that period when the runners-ups rivals would win the cup, the EFL Cup the year after. And, 2015, you were FA Cup runners-up to us when we absolutely demolished you 4-0. 2020, you were EFL Cup runners-up. Can you see what's happening here? You, man, don't win trophies. You, man, are runners-up specialists. Y'all, you mean Leicester have won a league title? You've watched Leicester win the league. You watched Birmingham win the league. Very soon, you man will watch Wolves win a EFL Cup or something soon. At this rate, come on now, Villa fans, you don't want to do this. You don't want to say, "Oh, we bottlers, fam." If we're bottlers, you'd give a left nut to be the same bottlers we are. Come on now, let's stop doing this. You know what I mean? You Villa fans haven't tasted success for a very long time. You would give a left nut to be the same bottle as we are, finishing second. Come on now. Being in the Champions League, trying to compete in the Champions League, you'd give to see that. You know what I mean? Let's not forget, you man were staring relegation down the barrel till Unai Emery came in. You know what I mean? Your requirements was let's just stay up, and then Unai Emery came and everything changed. So there's vibes now for you, man. You might win Europa League. You've got the manager for it. We are in the Championship recently, and we can't buy players. We were in the Champions League recently, and we can't buy players.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Stop the cap.
Really. Getting a pass because Villa are a typical top 6 team. That's why some people are more easily impressed. But yeah, I've got to keep the same energy. Before this run form, they were talking about sacking him. Exactly. They didn't score in the first 4 games or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But then he's turned it round. Like I said, a title charge and playing in Europa League, good luck with that. To be fair, though, Emery never wanted Pepe. He wanted Wilfried Zaha. But still, I mean, even though you may not have wanted a certain player, when there's two bit of quality there, which we could see, come on now. Emery doing that was just moronic. You're putting your ego ahead of, the club, and I don't like that shit. Are Arsenal going to win the league this year? No, we're not, because we don't have the manager to win the league. Because he's gonna do the same thing that he does every year. He's gonna overplay players, and players will get crucial injuries at crucial times. Yeah, he'll try and do it his way, not the way. And then players that he's choosing to freeze out, once we're kicked out of all competitions, he'll then reintroduce them into the squad and start rotating again. That's what he does. That's what he does. I mean, Villa will be nervous to watch. Yeah. Let's not act like there's no pressure on Villa. You know what I mean? They'll come into this game unbeaten in the last last 3 games at Emirates with an expectation of, well, we'll beat him again. You know what I mean? That's one way I could see that Arsenal will probably win this game. But just going by the way we play, if Aston Villa get scored, I can see this being, when West Ham beat us 1-0 at the Emirates last season. I think it's going to be like that. I think it's going to be that kind of game. Big up to Godfrey in the building. Villa will be happy with the amount of times we've competed for the league. Exactly. This is what I mean. Villa fans talking about bottlers. Fam, let's not do this. Let's not do this. You would go to your nearest surgeon and say, remove my testicle, because somebody told me if I remove it, we will do what Arsenal are doing right now. You take it as a Villa fan. Don't care what you say. You know what I mean? What we're doing is trophies to you, man. You know what I mean? All these small clubs talking about bottlers. You, Forest, Wolves, Everton, all them, man. What we're doing is trophies to you, man. Yeah? That's a trophy to you, man. You'd give an arm for Unai Emery to finish second and get into the Community Shield for it and then win that. Come on now. Villa have rich owners. But according to a Villa fan, they can't spend money. But they do have rich owners. They were showing chest about being title contenders. Don't hide now. Oh, you see, the thing is about being title contenders, it takes quite a bit for fans to really come to terms that they might be in the mix. Look at Chelsea fans. Chelsea fans did nothing but talk about chasing Arsenal down, closing the points. Caicedo's better than Rice. Reece James is better than Rice. Oh, have you noticed how that stops now? You know what I mean? Rice played at right back against Brighton and pulled out a sick performance. Suddenly, there's no comparison to Reece James. Because Reece James played in midfield against who was it? Oh, it was us. He played in midfield against us when Chelsea got Caicedo sent off. And then they'll say, "Oh, Reece James is better than Rice midfield, mate." Not hearing that anymore now. And Rice went out right back. He went out right back against Brighton. Then you see no Chelsea fan talking about, "Oh, but Reece James is still better." Nope. See how they go quiet. Now everything now is on, can Man City pick us to the league title and stop us? But obviously we've got Aston Villa next. So Chelsea fans, the Chelsea fans aren't going to give a shit about who they're playing. Who they got? Is it Sunderland or something? They got somebody, yeah. Chelsea fans are not going to care what happens in their game because they've already conceded that they're not going to win the league. So all it's on now is us losing against Villa. That's what they're putting everything on. And then them, hopefully, for them, beating us in the EFL Cup semi-final. You know what I mean? That's their next hopes because they have to. It's their club. You know what I mean? You know what I mean about that fan base? Caramara is a big miss for Villa. Cash too, yeah. But then we've got no excuse. They've got 2 players missing for yellow cards. We've got no excuse. If Villa can still pull off a result at Emirates, despite those misses of players, you know what I mean? It's a good look for them. Ain't a good look for us. A team that's supposed to be challenging for the league. Man City have got, who have they got? Sunderland. No, I think it's Man City that got Sunderland in it. Hang on a minute. I can't remember what Man City got. But I don't think it's the easiest of games they'll ever play. I think it's Sunderland away. Oh, yeah, on New Year's Day. Yeah, so New Year's Day. They have to wait till New Year's Day. So that clash, bloody hell, it's just the timing of it, because if Villa win, they go joint top with Arsenal. And then Man City have to wait until New Year's Day to play Sunderland. And then they can jump to... We're 2 points ahead of City, aren't we? So yeah, they can jump a point in front of us. No, they will go top. Sorry, yeah, they'll go 2 points. They'll go a point clear at the top if Villa were to beat Arsenal. You know what I mean? And Sunderland so far unbeaten at home this season, but watch how relaxed they will be on New Year's Day. Watch how relaxed they'll be. And this is what I mean about these small clubs. I can't stand these fucking small clubs. Yeah, that energy against Arsenal. Let's see it. Let's see now. Let's see the strength that you're going to show against Haaland now. But yeah, Arsenal Villa. We need to show that Jock Stewart looking ass. Yeah, that this time it ain't your time to play. We have no excuses for tomorrow anyway, even if they were available. Exactly, no excuses at all. Sunderland being at home as well. Do you still think it will be difficult for City? I think City will get an early goal, and then Sunderland might equalise in like the second half, and then City will just... I think City will beat them 3-1. And if City win that game, you know, that's a statement win, because Sunderland, unbeaten at home, they've beaten title contenders Arsenal, and they've drawn against title contenders Arsenal for nearly losing. It'll be a statement for City at this period, being 2 points behind, to pull off a win there, because that's going to show that when it comes to these tight games, especially second half of the season now, we can pull it off. Yeah, still must win regardless. If anything, Arsenal surprised me and beat Villa. I'd rather it's done when all their best players is available Yeah, I'd rather it be, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? If we were to beat Villa and then the Villa fans start using the whole well, surely because Matty Cash wasn't available, mate. I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Don't want to hear it because we've been having injuries all year. You know what I mean? In fact, Gabriel didn't play against Villa, did he? You know what I mean? So it'd be like us saying that. You know what I mean? Because our set piece goals died down when he got injured. And set pieces are part of the game. You know what I mean? But yeah, some of these Villa fans, man. Telling you, y'all will get your reality check anywhere. You know what I mean? Y'all will get it. It's just obviously you it's honeymoon period right now. You know, you're on a roll, especially from where you came from in terms of, you know, the start of the season you failed to score in your first 4 or 5 games or some shit. Now you're looking like you're in the mix for the title. Y'all got no excuse not to win this game. You know what I mean? You're unbeaten in the last 3 at the Emirates. Or last 2. No, last 3. Last season, drew 2-2. The season before, beat us 2-0. Oh yeah, the season before that we'll beat him at the Emirates, but that was when Jock Stewart wannabe weren't there yet. So the last 2 fixtures at the Emirates, you're unbeaten. But anyways, I'm gonna close off with a match preview by saying this. I'm seeing Arsenal fans online going at other Arsenal fans, yeah, and trying to say, oh, Arteta to use Timber and all them. What do you expect him to do? They're trying to justify Arteta overplaying these players by trying to argue that, well, he had no choice to play Timber. What else did you want him to do? Blah blah blah. Yeah. These men have short memories. 2024 season is what we're paying for. Yeah. The 2024 season, when everybody stayed fit for throughout the season, apart from Timber, everybody was fit. Ben White played pretty much the whole season. Gabriel Saliba played the whole season. Yeah. Everyone stayed fit that we needed. They all stayed fit. Now we're paying for it now. Last season we were paying for that, and it's still catching up to us because what's happening is when players come back from injury, they played 90 minutes every single game again, and they only want to talk about the lack of rotation or rotation at the back that Arteta just couldn't do because there was no one available. Okay, what about the attack? Why is Eze not getting games now? Why is he not getting subbed on in games now? Why is Madueke not getting subbed on in games now? Why is Wanyeri about to go out on loan to Bournemouth, which is going to be a mistake, by the way? You watch. Wanyeri, it looks like I'm hearing that Bournemouth they'll take him on loan, and he'll go there for the rest of the season. Watch, that is going to be a mistake. I'm telling you right now, we're going to pay for that. I'm telling you, there's no guarantee that Eze stays fit all season. There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee Odegaard stays fit all season. That's our creative spark gone. Yeah? Watch. It's going to get to a point where we're going to look back at Wanyeri being out on loan. Oh, we shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? Remember when we let go of Smith Rowe? And then, last season, beginning of last season, let him go. But we could have done with him, couldn't we? Because Vieira wasn't there. You know what I mean? Odegaard got injured at some points last season. Telling you, if we let Wanyeri go, I'm telling you, we're going to pay for that. But this manager, he I don't know what's going on, but he don't want to play him. Yeah, he don't want to rotate him. This fucker did the same thing last season when Saka came back from injury. I said this. I said at the time, watch when Saka's back from injury, bye-bye Wanyeri. And it happened. And in the Champions League, Saka played 90 minutes. Wanyeri won't get the sniff. And when did Wanyeri get a sniff? Oh yeah, against Ipswich when we were already out of the Champions League. That's what he does. You know what I mean? How can I believe that he cares about winning that much when he will do something like that? How can I believe? It's hard for me to believe some of this shit. It's what he does. I'm gonna ball out of Bournemouth. He will do. I'm telling you, if we let him go, we're gonna pay for that. But anyways, that's it for this match preview. Like the video, share the videos, comment, subscribe, hype the video up as well. If you see the hype button there, click it. Because I need it. And I'll be back tomorrow night for the watch along for the game. Is it going to be revenge or repeat? We will have to see. A draw's not good enough. I heard someone say Ethan not getting minutes because he don't work hard in training or track back BS and saying he has to earn his spot. Because he doesn't track back and not working hard in training. You see, this manager wants to overwork these fucking players. Yeah? He wants to overwork these players in training. And maybe Ethan's seen ahead of the curve. Fam, like, I don't want to overtrain like this. You get some people that aren't really good trainers, but they're good at the practical work and vice versa. You get that? That does happen. But this whole thing about, he ain't getting minutes. If it's true that he's not getting minutes because he's not working hard enough in training. Fam, what does he do on the pitch? Because I'm sorry, if he's effective on the pitch, yeah, some people might just need to be left, just leave him be. Apparently he wasn't the best at training. I don't even think he really liked it, if I'm not mistaken. Look how he balled out, though. You know what I mean? Oh, he didn't work hard in training, mate. Yeah, and when you got players working fucking hard in training, they're pulling up with some shit out there. You got Kai Havertz haven't come back since fucking Old Trafford. The fuck, man. You know what I mean? I bet he worked hard in training. You know what I mean? Tracking back. Yeah, you want man to track back so they can tear some fucking hamstrings. You know what I mean? Ethan probably saw how Kai Havertz, who can't run, tore his shit off. And he probably thought, well, why do I need to do all this? That's probably what he thought. I'm telling you, this manager. Anyway, he that EFL Cup, he better win it. He don't win it. If he gets kicked out of that EFL Cup, yeah, sack him immediately. Get rid of him straight away. I don't care if we're 10 points clear at the top of the table. Get rid of him. Because there's no excuse. There's no fucking excuse. Anyways, big up to all yous in here. And I'll be back tomorrow night for the watch along for the game. And yeah, I don't want to be on here fuming tomorrow. You know what I mean? I want to be on here, happy and bragging, for bragging rights and all that stuff, and we kick on from there. Let's end the year strong. This is my last match preview of the year, yeah. And tomorrow will be my last watch along of the year, yeah. Arsenal, don't let us down, please. Anyways, guys, big up to all yous, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night for the game. I'll catch you in a bit.
And if anyone wants to have a come at me,
meet me in the car park, bro. Meet me in the car park.
Because I'm a black belt in karate.
Stop the cap.
Come and have a pop.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.